Hello everyone. I hope all of you are safe and that none of you are near this hurricane. This Hurricane Florence we're hearing so much about in the news. And I found some footage that I wanted to share. Don't want to joke about the hurricane because a lot of people are losing their homes to this thing. But I do want to expose some more lies, some fraud. And it's quite impressive. We're going to look at this, what they call high definition camera footage from outside the International Space Station. And I'm going to slow it down, zoom way in, speed it up, that sort of thing. Let you draw your own conclusions about whether or not this is real, and look at some of the destruction that's taking place along the outside of this hurricane, as well as if we zoom way in on the center of this hurricane. But before I do, I want to show you exactly how large this hurricane is. They told us that on September 12th that this thing was around 500 miles in diameter, and they sent us this picture here. I believe Donald Trump tweeted this picture out of the hurricane as it's approaching the east coast of the United States, and it was growing at this point to around 500 miles in diameter. And you can see I've measured it here. They're right. It's pretty big. But according to the NASA imagery, either A, NASA is lying, because if you compile this image, screenshot it, and match it up with a globe and look at how big it is, it's wider than the United States almost. And if you were to take that line that's as wide as the hurricane and lay it along the widest part of Earth, and Earth's diameter is around 8,000 miles, you can only fit 3 of these, which would mean that Earth is 1,500 miles in diameter, which we know that's not true. So I'm pretty sure this footage is bogus, and there's no way that the hurricane is that big. We would all know about it because right now the whole entire US would be underneath that hurricane. So quite impressive if it's that large. But let's go ahead and look at the footage and make our own judgments here. So here's the impressive footage. When I hit play, you can see it's moving with the ISS and recording this hurricane. I thought, wow, this looks really high quality. You can tell it does look high quality, but I noticed that nothing seemed to be moving at all. It looked like they just took a still photograph, put on the old Ken Burns cropping, and let this thing move across the screen. Nothing too impressive, and again, they claim this is from a high definition camera. So I wanted to zoom in and look at the clouds myself and see what's actually going on up close. Okay, so here's the eye of the storm. We'll look at that first. I'm zoomed in on the eye of the storm, and you zoom in. I'm letting it move by, and this is about 45 seconds worth of film, speeding it up. So you can see within a span of about 5 seconds, that 45-second clip, no movement whatsoever, none. And this is a hurricane, so we're told. And I see no movement at all. None of the clouds are moving. You can look at any set of clouds on here. If you can find one that's moving, you're better than me. You should be a detective, because I've zoomed way in on every single part of this storm and did not see one single moving cloud. And again, this is going fast. This is faster. This is a minute's worth of footage right here alone. I'm going to reverse it. 1 minute worth of footage. No matter how much you zoom in, you will not see any clouds moving at all. I literally thought that I was watching a Cool Whip commercial when I zoomed in. Pretty cool here, what it looks like. But it's not moving. It did give me a craving for some dessert though. So thank you, Cool Whip, for sponsoring NASA. Maybe you two should go into a partnership, kind of like you did with the aluminum foil Reynolds wrap. They literally did go into a partnership with them back in the day. I'm not joking about that. You can look that up. That's why they had so much aluminum foil on the lunar module, because they were actually in partnership with Reynolds wrap. Really cool. I did not know that until I did some research. But here it is. You can look for yourself. Speed it up, slow it down. I'll leave the video linked in the description. If you can spot some moving clouds, please let us know. I can't. This stuff just looks airbrushed. I know you guys give us a hard time for saying everything's CGI and photoshopped, but that's what I'm seeing. I don't see a hurricane. I don't see anything moving. Zoom in as much as I want. Nothing moves in this high quality video. So just wanted to put that out there. I do, again, hope that everyone is safe. I'm not joking about this for the people that are experiencing it right now as we speak. I really hope that all is safe. I ask that you guys pray for those who are involved in this. It's really sad when people's homes and lives are getting ruined. But before we go, I do want to clarify that I'm not saying the hurricane is fake, just that the footage we are getting from NASA and our government is fake. And you think, why would they have to fake that? Well, because they don't have the tools up there that they say they do. There are things up there. There are satellites up there floating around attached to balloons, and we have proof of that. Lots of proof we can show you. But this footage here is bogus.
Okay, picking it up here in Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the Intracoastal, and we're in one of these bands. This is about as nasty as it's been. We had some bands like this last night. And the eyewall this morning, we were not on TV. It was a dark, raucous night at the hotel. And this wind gusting again over 60 miles an hour. It's blowing by pieces of limbs. This is what we're seeing, a lot of shingles coming off. You see what happens when you throw it off, it just takes off like a projectile. And unfortunately, a tree has fallen on the home here in Wilmington, killing a mom and her infant. The father was transported to the hospital with injuries. So here in Wilmington, New Hanover County, this has become a deadly hurricane now with 2 fatalities, a mom and her infant. Boy,